Hey people, I am back. It is the house accountant. I also go by Major Morris on these internet streets. How y'all doing? I am back. Finally. I know it's been like about 8-9 days since I've posted a video. And by the time this goes up, it might be, 10, 11 days since I posted a video. And I've missed y'all. I'm sorry I was gone for so long. If you can't tell, we are here to review my November budget. I've already gone through and set up the budget I had, and I got these numbers from my November setup. If you didn't see that, I will link that in the iCard. That should pop up some point here soon, and you can go watch that and see how I came up with these numbers. So I just copied those numbers from that sheet onto here, and as you can see, I already started filling out the actuals, and then I forgot that I wanted to film this, so I stopped myself, and here we are. I have my computer here. I also have my little candle because I needed to set the mood. So here we go. I use along with doing a written budget, just a little background, I also use an electronic budget. What I do in the beginning of the month is I do a pen and paper budget based off of my previous month's electronic budget. And then what I do throughout the month is I pretty much focus on the electronic budget, so I'm up to date daily on where I am in my budget. And I also make adjustments if there's a category where I have a lot of money left over and then there's another category where I'm running short. I'll just kind of do some reclassification of funds. But at the end of the month, I come back and I compare my online budget to my pen and paper budget. So that is what we are about to do now. So as I said, I have my pen and paper budget pulled up, and just by the way, look how cute this pen is. I just received these pens and I love them. They are so cute. Look at that. They don't require the ink well or anything. It's almost like a ballpoint pen. It's so unique. Love it. Anyway, let's get to what you came here for. You'll probably see me pop out. This is my little mouse. So that I can get the detail, because I want to get as detailed numbers as possible. And the way my electronic budget is set up, it only gives me whole numbers. So I have to click into each individual category to get the dollars and cent, the actual amounts, which is what I like to use here. I don't like to use round numbers when I go in and compare my actuals. So, and then once I fill all these numbers out, we can go back through and walk through what we have here. So I may speed through this section while I fill in these numbers. Okay, so let's walk through what we have here. Unfortunately, I did not leave myself enough room up here for some additional income that happened during the month. So let's start over here. Under income, I have my rollover bank balance from October 31st, which was $370.23. I had budgeted for 3 paychecks because this was a 3 paycheck month for me. And then I had rolled over some cash from my October cash envelopes, which was only $25. So I had budgeted an income of $1,452.46. What actually happened this month, to my surprise, is I did receive my 3 pays. I starred this one because it is less than what I expected. So I need to go back and check my check stub, and I may need to have a conversation with HR, but that's another conversation. Skipping on past that, I got notice that I received a raise this month and that I would be paid retroactively to the start of my raise. So that was good news. So that retro check was $840.26. I also received 80 cents in interest, and I received $11.56 from my PayPal account. It's actually not PayPal. It is that Ebates, whatever the new name of Ebates is. Y'all know what it is. Rakuten, whatever. Ebates. Ebates gave me $11.56 for doing some online shopping that I had already planned to do. So the difference between what I budgeted, so the total actual income I received this month was $2,269, or not that I received this month, because this $370.23 was already in my bank account. But my total income for the month, $2,269.89. The difference between what I budgeted, this $1,452.46, minus my actual $2,269.89, was a net positive of $817.43. So I received $817.43 more than I thought I would. Yay me. Now let's skip on down here to the expenses. And you can see my budget. I budgeted total expenses of $592.79. So if we walk through my actuals, gas, I didn't have to dip into my gas budget at all. My music streaming is the same every month, $279. All of these next 4 categories, I actually take out cash for because I have cash envelopes for these 4 categories. So coffee shop, I took out $10. Eating out, I took out $32. Groceries, $40. Kids activities, $45. Typically, once I take out cash, if I have a cash envelope set up for an expense category, I don't usually dip back into my bank account unless it's absolutely necessary. But in the past, I think 3 months since I've been kind of budgeting this way, half online shopping and half cash envelope, I haven't had to dip back into my bank account once I took out cash for a particular category, because I've been pretty good at estimating and planning out what I'm going to buy within the month before the month starts. So those categories all tie out. Miscellaneous, I went over budget. I spent $173.47. Let's make that. So I went over $93. Personal care, I budgeted $150. I only spent $109.54. That is because what I wanted to get from Tatcha, if you don't know, that's the skincare website, they sold out of what I wanted. And so I just didn't buy any skincare this month. Shopping, I budgeted $200, which I didn't know I did that. But anyway, I spent $208.14. Black Friday got me, y'all. You'll see the rest of that probably in December. But yeah, Black Friday got me, y'all. So I went over budget, $8.14. And then in personal care, I was under budget, $40.46. So my total actual expenses were $628.94. So they were over what I budgeted, my $592.79. So now this bottom category, which we still need to fill out, and I need to do the total difference, but net income. Net income is your revenue or your income for a month minus your expenses. So my planned net income was $859.67. Let's see what my actual net income was. My calculator is off to the side here. So I'm going in and I'm calculating 2269.89 minus 628.94. And I have a net income of $1,640.95. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna move my computer so I have a little more space to write. Here, I'm gonna move my little mood candle. Now, because the end of the month fell on a Saturday, I wanted to take out the money for my cash envelopes within that month. I wanted my withdrawal to post to my bank account in November. So because I knew I was getting this retro payment up here, I just went and took a lump sum amount out. I took out $500 because I knew I had this retro pay. And so when I did my mental calculations, I figured $500 should be good enough. And then from that, I could figure out how I wanted to disperse that or allocate that amongst my sinking fund envelopes, which that will be a different video. So savings, I did transfer $75 to savings. My sinking funds, as I mentioned, I took out $500 even. So this number down here, this final number, should be my ending bank balance or my cushion. Basically, this number should be the amount that was in my bank account as of November 30th. So if I take my total, what I calculated for my income, $2269.89, minus my expenses, $628.94, just to double check myself, I do get my net income of $1,640.95. If I subtract the $75 I move to my savings account and this $500 that I took out as cash, I should have had $1,065.95 in my bank account as of November 31st. Now I need to log into my bank account and see if that is the case. But first, before I do that, I want to just calculate this section because this is serves as a cross check. So I was a positive $25 here. I was a negative $93.47 here. I was a positive $40.46 here. And I was a negative $8.14 here. So overall, I went over my expenses $36.15. And the way to cross check that is my budget was $592.79 minus my actual $628.94. The difference is $36.15. So that is correct. Now if we just do it all the way across for each category, which is what I mean when I say cross check. My budget was $859.67. My actual was $1640.95. So the difference in my net income was a positive $781.28. Wait, let me make sure that's right. I feel like that's not right. 1640.95 minus 859.67. Oh no, that is right. Okay, 781.28. There was no difference in my savings. I planned 75. I transferred 75. My sinking funds, I took out my sinking funds. I took out 500 and I budgeted 284. So 500, actually 284 minus 500. I took out $216 more than I had planned to. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I didn't realize that my camera stopped. So I have a Sony a6000, and for any of y'all who know about this version of the Sony A series cameras, you can only record video for 30 minutes and that bad boy will shut right off. I knew I was getting close to the 30-minute mark, but I didn't realize I was at the 30-minute mark. So I apologize. So a few things have been filled out here, which we need to discuss. From my net income of $1,640.95, I subtracted what I put into my savings. I also subtracted what I took out as cash for my sinking funds, and I was left with $1,065.95. This number, for my budgeting purposes, should represent what's in my bank account at the end of the month. When I checked my bank account, that's not what it said I had in my bank account on the last day of the month. Per my bank account, I show $1,033.20 at the end of the month. On the last day of the month, that was my bank balance. So then I had to go back and investigate, why do I expect to see $1,065.95? However, my bank is saying I had $1,033.20. So what did I not capture up here? What I found was there was a bank fee. I was charged a bank fee of $6.95, which I got reversed in December, but I didn't account for it up here. So I accounted for it down here in my adjustment section. Also, thinking through this, my cash envelopes, since this is what I expect to see in my bank account, I should not take into account the cash that I rolled over from my cash envelopes, because I did not put that cash in my bank account, if that makes sense. I personally will probably still include it in my budget. I'll just make a mental note that I need to always subtract it out from my ending balance so that I can get to my bank balance. The last thing was interest. I realized that once I subtracted these two things, I was still off 80 cents. And I knew I had 80 cents of interest income showing up here. So basically, with the budgeting software that I use, it kind of takes into account all of my bank accounts. That is my main bank account and my savings account. So it turns out that I received 80 cents in interest income in my savings account. I don't include any income from my savings account in my budget because that's something that's totally separate. The only thing that I include in my monthly budget is activity that goes on in my main bank account. So with that said, I realized I needed to take that 80 cents out. And once I took that 80 cents out, I got to my bank balance of $1,033.20. I know this may be confusing. So if you have any questions, please go to the comment section and ask. I will respond to the questions. I do realize that I am a finance professional, and some of the terminology that I may use by habit, you may not be familiar with. So let me know if you have any questions or if there is any terminology that I'm using that you need clarification on. I hope this makes sense. I know it's probably a little confusing. I am still working on the best way to lay out my budget. I'm still trying to work out the kinks of all this and iron out the kinks to hopefully make this easy to digest and easy to understand. So again, I'm sorry if this video was a little confusing, but if you have questions or need clarity or clarification on anything, leave your questions or comments in the comment section and I will respond to your question. Thanks again for watching and kind of budgeting along with me, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great December, Christmas. I will be back. Like, I'm not saying this like I won't have any more videos. I'm just saying it is December, it's Christmas. I hope everyone's having a great holiday season or start to your holiday season, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.